And the winner of the Victorian 2010 Marie Claire Young Businesswomen's Award is Kate Morris.
I'm glad I wrote a speech. I didn't think I'd actually have to use it. First of all, I really want to say thank you to Telstra and to Marie Claire for sponsoring this competition. It's just an amazing opportunity. The women I've met already, it just blows my mind. And Marie Claire particularly, I love your magazine. I read it, I know a lot of my customers read it, so it's such an honour to win your award. To the other finalists, you're amazing. I'm honoured to even be nominated next to any of you, so I hope I can do you proud. When I had my interview for this award, they asked me, they said, what will you bring to the awards? Why should we pick you? And I said, well, really, kind of depends what you're looking for. Do you want the story of, the dot-com superstar who blazed onto the scene and took the business world by storm and made $50 million in their first 3 years? Because that's not my story. My story is the one where a 21-year-old student gets an idea in her head about an online beauty store and starts a business fueled by youthful naivety and not much else. I had no money, I had no experience, I had no connections, and I had no idea what I was in for. Oh, sorry.
We'll give you a little round.
Thank you. Anne's awesome. I started adorebeauty.com.au with 2 brands because nobody else would supply me. So funded just through savings and cash flow. I started out on a very long and very slow road. I've made dozens of mistakes and had my fair share of doors slammed in my face, but for some reason I don't think I ever thought about giving up. My dream's always been to make cosmetics accessible, and not just in the sense of giving access to an amazing range of products to anyone, no matter where they lived, but also accessible in the sense of putting the power of information and choice back into the hands of the consumer. 10 years later, we stock 107 brands. The site gets well over 1 million visitors every year. Sometimes I feel like I took the long way around, but when I look at the other much bigger and stronger companies who tried to do the same thing and didn't make it, I think, well, maybe it was the right road after all. I think in some ways, a lot of people think that starting a business when you're young is a disadvantage, and I guess in some ways it is. You don't have any experience, no one will lend you money, but what you do have is nothing to lose, and that actually gives you incredible power. I know that these awards are individual awards, but I think we'd be kidding ourselves to think that we can do any of this on our own. So to my family, thank you. You've always been really supportive, even when you probably thought I was nuts for doing any of this. I also have an amazing work family. My team are the real backbone of Adore Beauty, and without them, I wouldn't have a business, so I love you guys. And to my partner, James, who's been in this with me from the start, you know that this is just as much yours as it is mine, so I couldn't have done it without you. My hope in winning this award is that I can show other young women that you don't have to be special to succeed. All you need is the dream and the willpower to make it happen.